Bonjour, bienvenue, hello, and welcome once again to the Pictou County Wellness Center here in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is Petter Sports and Streaming. And tonight we have for you Nova Scotia Under 18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend action. Final game of the day between the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush and the week's Majors. And while we've got that game going on this sheet of ice, over on the other side, it will be Steel Subaru out of Dartmouth taking on the South Shore Mustangs, as they will play the final game of the day on that sheet of ice. It has been an incredible day of hockey here so far. But before we get into that, we must take a moment to acknowledge that the Pictou County Wellness Center, the entire region of Pictou County, and for that matter, the entire area covered by the Nova Scotia Under 18 Major Hockey League, which includes all of Nova Scotia, right from the upper tip of Unama'ki down to the southwest end of the province, all lie within the ancestral and unceded territory of Mi'kma'ki. Taking a look at what has happened so far today, we've had 6 games, all of which have been thrilling right down to the final minutes in the action. Opening games of the day, Cole Harbour with a 5-4 victory over Cape Breton West. Halifax with a 3-1 win over the Valley Wildcats. Then our second set of games, the South Shore Mustangs came away with a 5-2 win over the week's Majors, while the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush with a 4-3 win over Steel Subaru. Then our most recent games that just ended up about 15 to 20 minutes ago, the Halifax McDonald's get their second win of the day with a 6-4 victory over the Cape Breton West Islanders, while the Wildcats get a 3-1 victory over the Wolfpack. So this means the Max will finish day one of the showcase with a 2-0 record. The Islanders will be 0-2. Wildcats and Wolfpack both 1-1. And depending on the results here in these last 2 games, we could see 6 teams end up the first day at 1-1 marks. But in order for that to happen, the Weeks would have to beat the Rush, the Steel Subaru would have to beat the Mustangs, and all of that is obviously dependent on what happens over the next couple of hours. Taking a look at this particular matchup, it is the 2 teams who currently sit in 7th and 8th place in the 8-team Nova Scotia Under 18 Major Hockey League. Sydney Mitsubishi Rush tied with Cole Harbour on 6 points each. However, the Rush have played 1 more game than the Wolfpack have, hence the Rush being in 7th and the Wolfpack in 6th. So Sydney Mitsubishi Rush with a 3-6 record through their first 9 games of the season. They've scored 27 goals so far, so that puts them at exactly 3 goals scored per game, but they've given up 50 goals in those 9 games. So they're giving up a little bit more than 5.5 goals per game while scoring 3. For the week's Majors, their record 1-7-2 has them at 4 points, alone in 8th place. They've scored 16 goals in 10 games. That's 1.6 goals scored. They've given up 45 goals in 10 games. That's 4.5 goals given up. A differential of -29, which means they're getting outscored on average by about 3 goals per game. So this has been a season of struggle, certainly, for the week's Majors so far. And they're going to try to turn it around tonight with the game against the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. These teams met twice up at the Memberton Sports and Wellness Center just a couple of weeks ago. Rush winning both of those meetings 3-1 in regulation on the Saturday of that weekend, and 5-4 in a shootout on the Sunday afternoon meeting. Tyler Seymour with a pair of goals in that 5-4 shootout win, including the game tying goal or sorry, no, it was Matt Merriweather who tied the game with 8 minutes left in the third. Seymour put the Rush ahead 4-3 before Matt Merriweather tied it up. Merriweather had a pair of goals himself in that game. Looking at the Saturday game, Brady Matheson scored twice, including into an empty net. Keenan Cream with the lone goal for the Weeks in that opening game. So this the third meeting of the regular season between these two teams. And the Weeks looking for their first victory against the hosts of this year's 2024 U18 National Club Championship. The City Mitsubishi Rush, who were scheduled to host a couple of times, but due to COVID restrictions and whatnot, will finally get the chance to be the host team this year. And so they have the berth in that tournament here coming up in the spring. Taking a look at our starting goaltenders for this game. It'll be Caleb Olton getting the start for the Weeks. The Weeks are the home team in this game, as well as being the host team in this event. They are wearing their black jerseys for tonight's game. That was a decision, I'm not sure who needed to give the approval, but the Weeks, despite wearing their darks, are in fact listed as the home team on the league website for this game. The Weeks will be the visiting team in their game tomorrow, but they are the home team for this game. We mentioned the starting goalie for the Weeks, Caleb Olton, a 4.21 goals against average and an .899 save percentage, and he'll be in the pipes working against Jonathan Coombs at the other end. And looking at Coombs' stats so far on the season, Coombs comes in with a 7.61 goals against average, having given up 25 goals in 197 minutes of playing time. He also has an .866 save percentage. But don't let that number fool you. Don't let that 7.61 make you think that Jonathan Coombs is not a good goaltender. He is a very talented goaltender. He's just had a couple of outings that got away from him so far this season. As we get ready for this final game of the day here on the main rink, the Sobeys Arena, here at the beautiful Pictou County Wellness Center. And again, the game over on the other sheet of ice, the Bell Alliant Arena here at the Pictou County Wellness Center, will feature Steel Subaru out of Dartmouth taking on the South Shore Mustangs. Steel Subaru will be the only team to play all three of their games on that sheet of ice, as they'll be there again tomorrow for their final game of the showcase weekend. Just the way the schedule worked out, that they were the one team who are on the quote-unquote auxiliary arena or secondary rink. Alex Terrio with the call of all of the games from over there, and I have to give Alex and Stephen McPhee, who is doing the camera work for Alex, a huge shout out. They're doing a great job over there, and we really do appreciate everything that Alex and Stephen are doing to help us get these games on air here on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Rush will be, as mentioned, the visiting team for this game. They'll be in their gold jerseys with the maroon trim, and they will defend the net to your broadcast left for the first and third periods when you see them come out. And the Weeks, again, are in their blacks, despite being the officially listed home team for this game. As play is underway next door. They're a couple minutes ahead of us there. We're going to be about, for what was scheduled to be an 8 o'clock puck drop, we're going to get puck around, I don't know, 8:03, 8:04, which means we're not doing too bad today, keeping everything pretty much on schedule all the way through. And I think the biggest difference is that this year they have set it up where there is actually enough ice time to get games completely in. Last year at this event, they had the ice times too close together, and we ended up being way behind schedule by the time we got around to the end. There you see the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush and their starting goaltender, Jonathan Coombs. And as we pan across, we see Caleb Bolton, goalie for the Weeks, and the rest of the Weeks starting lineup out there. And now we send things downstairs to Bill for the pregame introductions. Taking a look at the starters in front of their respective goaltenders. First for Sydney Mitsubishi Rush in front of Jonathan Coombs, it will be the quintet of Keegan O'Neill, the captain, with Cole Murphy, along with Ryan McKinnon, Malcolm McDonald, and Xander Billard. For the Weeks Majors, in front of Caleb Bolton, it'll be the quintet of Jackson Stoddard, Mac Merriweather, along with Callum Green, Chris Jordan, and Sam Madison. And we are underway here at the Pictou County Wellness Center for the final game of the evening. Puck gets to the line and sent out by the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Down the ice it goes. That's going to be an icing call. Just 18 seconds coming off of the clock here in the early going of this one. Again, as much as you would like to flip back and forth between the two games, you're more than welcome to do so. A reminder that we do like to try and be a bit interactive with our broadcast here. We'll talk about that a little bit more as the first period goes on. Madison right now trying to work himself free from McKinnon. And we're going to get our first penalty of the game just 32 seconds in. Tripping is the indication, and it looks like it's McKinnon who's going to go off. So the Weeks Majors getting an opportunity to start things off here early with the power play on the tripping penalty taken by Ryan McKinnon. And we'll tell you about the special teams units for each of these teams. There's a shot steered aside by Coombs. Another chance for Sears, and that one will be cleared away and sent down the ice. For the Weeks, their power play, 6th in the league at 14.7%, going up against a penalty kill for the City Mitsubishi Rush that sits last right now in the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League, killing off just 75% of their shorthanded situations so far this season. Ingram holds the puck in at the line. Plays it down to Madison. Madison gives it back to Ingram out in front, and it hops over the stick of Sears, but now Merriweather, plays it down low. Gets it to Madison in the corner. Madison around to the far side. Merriweather will get to that puck. Merriweather sends it back to the end boards for Sutherland. Sutherland to Madison. Madison into the slot for Sears, and his shot redirected just enough there by Cohen Tanner. Now Madison with it again. 45 seconds left in the power play. Madison in front, and Sutherland can't get much on that shot. Now Ingram with it. Ingram skating up and down the left wing side. Now plays it back to the line for Sears. He goes across with it to Green. Green coming in down to the left. Gets it across the right. In front for Sears. He scores! Green to Merriweather to Sears. And the Weeks Majors open the game with a power play goal just 2 minutes and 9 seconds in. And they go out in front early, 1-0. A beautiful tic-tac-toe passing play for the Weeks Majors ends on the stick of Sears. Merriweather and Green should get the assists. We'll wait and get confirmation of that in a moment. But in the meantime, we can tell you that for Kieran Sears, that is goal number 2, point number 2 on the season. And that is exactly what the scoring summary is on that goal. Kieran Sears, his second goal, second point of the season, assisted by Matt Merriweather and Callum Green at 2:09 on the power play. And one thing I wasn't aware of, the Weeks Majors with 2 different captains this season. Ben Manis wears the C when the Weeks are in their white jerseys, but here in the black jerseys, Kieran Sears has the C on his chest. Sears, one of just 3 returning players for the Weeks, so no big surprise that he and Ben Manis, the only 2 returning skaters. There's a shot, and it goes off the end of Caleb Bolton's glove. Sears, one of the captains, and Manis the other. No big surprise that the 2 of them share the C, considering they are the only 2 returning skaters from last season's championship team. The only other player who returned from last year is goaltender Colby Brown. Puck dumped by Robitaille. Olton out of his net. Sets it up there. Lead pass for Madison off the stick of Merriweather. And the puck rolls back into Olton. He'll cover up and hang on as Braylon Fitzgerald was getting in to the neighborhood. And we'll get a stoppage with 3:40 gone here in the first period. So a good start for the Weeks as they get that early goal. And an early goal in the game next door, as well as Dartmouth Steel Subaru is out in front early on the UPS Store South Shore Mustangs. 1-0 in that one. Jordan gets onto the puck. Tried to make a pass. That doesn't connect. Now Ingram gives to Madison. Madison back to Green. Green can't get a shot away. Jordan can't get a shot either. Stoddart will play the puck down towards the corner. Tanner, that being Cohen Tanner, gets to it there, as opposed to Noah Tanner. And the 2 of them out there on the ice at the same time. In fact, they're defense partners, it looks like. At least for that shift, Cohen and Noah Tanner out there together. Pass back to the line intended for Ingram, but it was a little bit out of his reach. So the Weeks have to go out. Now it's dumped back in, steered away from the net by the goaltender Jonathan Coombs. And the rush pickup. Here's Basque Christmas. He'll play it ahead for Billard. Billard dumps the puck down into the weak zone. Olton settles it there for Cream. Keenan Cream lost the puck out of the corner. It comes around to the far side. Basque Christmas there on it. He gets it to O'Neill. O'Neill can't get through. Now the puck comes back to the line. Basque Christmas again gets it down to O'Neill. O'Neill will play it around the boards. Olton ended up getting bumped, as I didn't see who it was who bumped him, but somebody bumped Caleb Olton going through the crease. Puck cleared out to center, deflected ahead by McKenzie. Rush quickly turn it back up ice. Here's O'Neill with the puck. He'll fire a shot, and Olton makes the save and hangs on with 5:12 gone here in period number 1. Fourth game of the day here from the Pictou County Wellness Center. And one thing that all 3 games on this sheet of ice have had in common so far, all 3 games here on the Sobeys Arena have been tied after 40 minutes. The opening game of the day on this sheet of ice, we had the Cape Breton West Islanders playing against the Cole Harbour Wolfpack. That game was tied at 4 after 40 minutes. Then the Weeks took on the South Shore Mustangs. That game was tied at 2 after 40 minutes. The game that just wrapped up about half an hour ago now, the Halifax McDonald's and the Cape Breton West Islanders, that one was tied at 3 after 40 minutes. So that means we've had a 4-4 tie, a 2-2 tie, and a 3-3 tie. Are we going to see another tie after 40 minutes? Well, we still have 14 minutes left in the first period. And it's now 2-0 Weeks as O'Coin gets a shot that gets through Coombs. And the Weeks out to a perfect start here on home ice. Ryan O'Coin puts the team out in front 2-0. Just 5 minutes and 50 seconds into the opening period. And for O'Coin, that is goal number 1, point number 1 on the season. Ryan O'Coin with his first point. Ryan Vora gets the assist. And it turns out to be the only assist on the goal. So Ryan O'Coin, first goal, first point, assisted by Ryan Vora. Ryan from Ryan at 5:50 to put the Weeks out in front 2-0 here. And now just 6:11 gone in the first period. Weeks looking to try and even up their opening day of the showcase after that tough 4-2 loss to South Shore. Puck not dropped cleanly, or not, the face-off not done fairly, so they have to do it over again. Robitaille gets kicked out of the face-off dot. Marshall comes in to take the draw. Marshall tries to make a pass. That's broken up, and out come the Weeks. Here's Pearl. He takes a bump from Robitaille. Puck is picked up by Noah Tanner. He'll get it ahead to Marshall, but Marshall will lose it there to Merriweather. Merriweather finds Pearl. Here comes Pearl through center. In across the line, but Merriweather couldn't quite hold up, and so we'll get a stoppage and an offside against the Weeks with 6:34 gone here in the first. Halifax went 2-0 today. Cape Breton West 0-2. Depending on the outcome of this game and the game next door between Steele and South Shore, we could have all 6 other teams go 1-1 on the opening day. It would require the Weeks and Steele Subaru to each get victories for that to happen. Here's Gould, gets the puck across, And Olton gets across to get in front of the puck and also ends up knocking his net off of the moorings in the process. So we'll get a stoppage with 13:03 left to go here in the first. Face-off will be to Olton's right. We do, as mentioned, like to try and be a bit interactive here. Thank you very much to the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush social media people for the kind words about our live stream. And there's a shot by Sutherland in that one. Fools Coombs. And the Weeks are out in front 3-0. Ryland Sutherland and a team that has struggled to score so far this season has somehow found a way to put some pucks in the net here in the early going of this game for Ryland Sutherland. That is his second goal and second point of the year. So Vora gets his second assist of the period. Time of the goal, 7:18. And again, that's Ryland Sutherland's second goal, second point of the year from Ryan Vora. And as I was starting to say, I just wanted to thank Sydney Mitsubishi Rush for the kind words that they put on their Twitter about the live stream from here at the Wellness Center. We take a lot of pride in doing as good of a job as we can. And I was talking to somebody on your Facebook page about having a chat about who's going to do the U18 National Club Championships. I'm more than willing to come up to Member 2 for the week and call those games. I love calling games out of the Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center. And I'd be more than happy to come and help out with that. Just drop me a line and let me know. As the puck comes out to center ice, Merriweather hustling to get back on it, but what a bit of hustle on the forecheck there by Brody Ford. Couldn't quite get on the puck, but showing great hustle. Now Sheehan out from behind his own net. Gets it across to Cream. Cream played it ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie has that deflect off of him and go down the ice, and so it's going to be an icing call. Yes, I know the camera is panning too fast. You can reach us through Twitter at PetterPC or through what used to be Twitter. At PetterPC_sports is the handle there. You can go to Facebook.com and search for Petter Sports and Streaming, where the and is an ampersand. There's a shot blocked by Cream, and McKenzie following up gets the puck out to center, but it's brought right back in again by Marshall. Marshall can't get through Merriweather as Merriweather stands tall to deny him a good shot. Puck will be cleared down the ice. That'll be another icing call against the Weeks. And the third way you can reach us, go to mjahlnetwork.proboards.com, go to the section marked U18 Major Discussion, Major U18 Discussion, and then click on the link to the stream or the discussion called Showcase Weekend NSU18MHL, and send us a message through there as well. There's Caleb Bolton with a save, steering that up over the glass and out of play. And if we're getting names wrong, if we're just generally, if you have positive or constructive criticism feedback for us, we always appreciate hearing from viewers, good or bad. The only way we can get better is if we hear what we're doing wrong. Here's Ingram back to get the puck, being pressured by Fitzgerald. Now Gould gets it to Matheson rather. Around to the near side, intended for Fitzgerald, but getting there just ahead of him was Stoddart. Stoddart able to play it ahead for Pearl, and Pearl comes out. Pearl avoids a check from Gould. Pearl still with the puck. Pearl trying to get it to the net, but McIsaac able to get his stick in the way of that. And now the Rush back with possession as we pass the midway point of the first period. Weeks force a turnover just outside the blue line, trying to bring the puck in with Fraser. He's separated from the puck. And now McIsaac plays it off the glass, but it's picked up by Fraser. He got it down to Pearl. Pearl tried to find Croft, but that pass didn't quite connect. Now Pearl at the near boards takes a bump from McIsaac. Puck comes free, and Fraser ends up picking it up. Fraser taking it over to the right wing boards, plays it down to the defenseman O'Coin, who was way in deep. O'Coin played it back to Ingram. That shot ended up going wide. Now Matheson gets the pass ahead for Billard. It's a little too far for him. O'Coin trying to send it back up the wall. That's knocked down. Now here's Vora. Vora trying to find the puck. It comes in to the zone, but it's turned back over there. Now here's O'Neill. He's got Billard with him. O'Neill coming in. O'Neill for Billard! But the pass just a little bit behind him. And so it ends up being a whistle as Caleb Olton, as he tried to make the push across, ended up running into his post. And that's a couple times now that as Olton has tried to go across his crease, his legs have been just a hair too deep and have knocked his net loose when trying to go cross ice. Steel Subaru now leading 2-0 next door. Here's Manis, who has an A on his jersey, passing to Sears, who's got the C. There's a shot, save made. Sears does wear an A when the Weeks are in their white jerseys, as we mentioned. O'Neill gets the puck to the net. Olton able to steer that aside. Now Sutherland. He'll get it to Vora. Vora with a quick pass over to Sears. Sears gets it across the line, and Noah Tanner plays it back up the other way. Here comes Sydney into the zone, but Ford ends up over-skating the puck, and a pass ahead for Vora. Vora coming in. Vora with a shot, and Coombs able to steer that one away. Now the puck comes up to Dawson. He goes across with it to Ford. Ford gets it ahead. Gathered in there by Sheehan. Sheehan finds Madison. Madison uses the wall to try to get around Tanner. Cohen Tanner, but not able to do so. Now hustling back on the back check. Green. He lost control of the puck behind his own net. Ford ends up with it. Tries a cross-ice pass, broken up by Madison. Madison gets around Cohen Tanner. Looking to spring Green. Ends up putting the puck right at the net. Green will chase it down in the corner. Green comes out from the corner, but the puck knocked off his stick by Seymour. Now Madison trying to get beyond Seymour. He does. Takes it behind the net. Out in front for Jordan. And that puck ends up just bouncing wide of the net. Out to center. Here's Dawson. He has it knocked away from him by Sheehan. Seymour following up on the play. Brings the puck into the zone. Tyler Seymour, who I believe is the younger brother of Pictou County Weeks crusher Riley Seymour. Of course, Riley, one of several former members of the Mitsubishi Rush who are part of the Weeks Crushers franchise now. So Pictou County with a strong connection to this Sydney Mitsubishi Rush franchise. A lot of, I think 4 or 5 current members of the Junior A team here played for the Rush. Pass intended for McIsaac, deflected out by Cream. McIsaac has to chase it down in neutral ice. Stoddart gets to the puck. He plays it across, but it's picked up by Walker. Walker to Matheson, or to Marshall, excuse me. And what a glove save made there by Caleb Olton with 6:09 left to go in the first period. Caleb Olton flashes the leather to keep this game 3-0 in favor of the Weeks Majors against the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Gould wins the draw back to Fitzgerald. There's a shot. Olton the save. O'Coin will clear the rebound away from the front of the net. Takes it back behind the net and then tries to put it off the glass and out. Instead puts it over the glass, and we'll get a stoppage now. 6:01 left to go here in the first period. Off of the face-off, Fitzgerald and Manis meet at the near boards. Manis able to get the puck up to Pearl. Pearl able to find neutral ice with it. It was sent back in, then sent back out again. Now back to get it. McKinnon in his own zone. He'll play it over to Cole Murphy. Murphy fans on his clearing attempt. Fitzgerald has to get it back to McKinnon. McKinnon takes a look, now takes the puck back behind the net. Croft waits in front as McKinnon plays it up the boards to Fitzgerald. Now they battle just inside the blue line. Fitzgerald comes out, he'll get it to Gould. Gould finds Fitzgerald, here comes Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets the pass across, and the puck just rolls off the back of the stick of Brady Matheson. If Matheson had been able to transfer that puck from forehand to backhand, we're looking at a 3-1 hockey game right now. But unfortunately for the Rush and for Brady Matheson, the puck just rolled away from him. 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. In the corner, puck is picked up by Ingram. He'll get it ahead. It gets just beyond Vora down the ice. That's going to be an icing call again against the Pictou County, or not the Pictou County, the Weeks Majors, with 4:45 remaining in the first period. It should be noted, for those who are relatively new to this league, the Weeks Majors organization do not have a geographical aspect to the team name. Here's Vora with the puck, getting it across. Couple of chances there, but saves made again by Jonathan Coombs. Ingram with the puck. He'll play it back to the line for Sears. Sears not able to hold it onside. That'll give the Rush a chance. Pass out, but Sears knocks it down before it gets to McDonald. McDonald does end up with the puck though. Tries to turn and get a pass through, but it goes off of Sears, and now Sears will flip it back out. Cohen Tanner can't keep it away from Vora. Now Sears trying to get a step on McDonald. Sears coming in. He gets hauled down. Rush end up with the puck. Come back out to center. Here's O'Neill getting it across. McDonald back to O'Neill. O'Neill down into the corner for McDonald. He takes a bump from Vora. Sutherland in there as well. Now Vora with the puck. He'll play it back behind his own net. Merriweather picks up there. Plays it off the boards. Merriweather able to chase it down himself, and he'll come out to center. Merriweather coming in by himself. Merriweather! And it's knocked off his stick by Bass Christmas. Lead pass broken up by Green. Green gets it to Madison. Madison with a shot. He puts that one just wide. Green tried to chase it down, but Bass Christmas gets it just ahead of him. Now Dawson will play it out to center, and coming out with it, here is Ford. Ford with a shot, and Olton gets just enough of that one to deflect it up into the glass. Puck stays in play, however. Now Dawson at the line. Couldn't quite get it to Seymour, and Green will come the other way. Here's Green in across the line. Green, he loses control of the puck. Played to the line and just out as Dawson able to poke the puck out. Pass intended for Green is beyond him, and that's going to be an icing call against the Weeks. And again, yes, I know my camera's panning too fast because after the play ends, I just try to get it back to where the next face-off is going to be, and sometimes I do so a little too quickly. I had started to talk about something, and now I can't remember what it was. Puck into the corner. Marshall trying to jam it short side, but able to hold the line was Olton, and now out come the Weeks. Here's Green. He's got Jordan with him. Green gives to Jordan. Jordan looking to get it over for Madison, but that pass didn't quite connect. Now Madison chases it down at the wall. He'll get it to Chris Jordan. Jordan trying to work himself free. He can't. Now Vora comes in and picks up the puck. Vora trying to go short side. Didn't have any room, so took the puck behind the net. Cole Murphy took it from him, and now it'll be cleared out down the length of the ice. Hustling to get on that puck is Marshall. Marshall tries to make a pass to Robitaille. That's broken up. And Ingram will get it ahead to Vora. Just over 2 minutes left to go in the period. Vora couldn't find Sears as Sears ended up getting tripped up over his own feet, it looked like. Now Sears tries to get it to Sutherland, but that pass just to the wrong side of Sutherland. Puck comes out to center. O'Coin dumps it back in. It rolls right in onto Coombs, and Coombs will cover up and hang on. 1:46 left to go, first period. Weeks with the 3-0 lead on 3 goals in the first 7 minutes and 12 seconds from Kieran Sears, Ryan O'Coin, and Rylan Sutherland. O'Coin with a shot there, and another save made by Coombs. And then we get a little bit of chatting after the whistle. 1:41 left on the clock. One of the Weeks players came into the circle just a little too early, so they'll do the draw again. Sutherland in to take the face-off. He pushes the puck forward down into the corner, then loses his stick. Cohen Tanner picks up the puck. He'll play it ahead. And Dawson gets it up for Gould. Gould, but on the back check, Gould does get a shot away, and Olsen makes the save, and the puck comes free. We're going to get a penalty. And it's going to be a tripping penalty against Kieran Sears. So the Rush will get their first power play of the game, and it will carry over into period number 2 if they don't score in the next 79 seconds. As that is all that remains in this period. So penalty taken by Kieran Sears for tripping. Sydney Mitsubishi Rush on the power play this season, 4th in the league at 20.6% efficiency. Going up against the penalty kill of the Weeks Majors, that is 4th in the league at 83.3%. Fitzgerald with the puck. Gives to O'Neill. O'Neill stepping in. O'Neill looking to get it to McDonald, but McDonald couldn't quite get a stick on the puck. First period is over next door. Steel Subaru with the 2-0 lead after the opening 20 minutes. Here we've got 26 seconds left in the period as the Weeks force the puck out to center ice. Fitzgerald plays it back to Tanner. It's turned over. Here's a chance for Chris Jordan, but Tanner able to recover enough. Big play there by Noah Tanner to deny Chris Jordan a chance shorthanded. 10 seconds left in the period. O'Neill takes the puck behind the net. Comes out the near side. He plays it across. Seymour with a pass over to McDonald. They score! Malcolm McDonald finishes off the power play goal with 1.9 seconds on the clock. Tyler Seymour will get an assist. And I believe the second assist will go to O'Neill. For Malcolm McDonald, that's his 7th goal and 7th point of the season. We'll wait for confirmation that the assists go to Seymour and who did I say? Seymour and O'Neill. And that is indeed who the assists go to there. So again, Malcolm McDonald, 7th goal, 7th point of the season. Tyler Seymour and Keegan O'Neill. I just about said Riley Seymour and Logan O'Neill, as those are 2 former members of the Rush who both play for the Weeks Crushers, whose games I call here at the Wellness Center every Thursday. But it's Tyler and Keegan. Shots on goal in the first period. Not sure how well it's showing up through the mesh there, but the shots on goal in the first period favor Sydney 10-9. And the score at the end of one period of play is Weeks 3, Rush 1. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend Action here from the Pictou County Wellness Center on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here. Weeks Majors out in front 3-1 after the opening 20 minutes. But as we have seen and mentioned, every other game today has ended the second period, at least on this sheet of ice. It hasn't been quite the same over on the other sheet of ice, although every game there has been close as well. But every game on this sheet of ice so far today has ended the second period all tied up. Can Sydney Mitsubishi Rush come back from a 2-goal deficit and continue that trend here in these next 20 minutes? We'll wait and find out as we watch the continuing incredibly intense and well-played hockey that we have seen so far today from both sheets of ice. Alex Theriault and I, we've been talking off air between games, between periods, how lucky the two of us are to be able to call these games, because it has been such good hockey, back and forth, all game, every game so far here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. And we have been having so much fun. It's just been incredible being able to be a part of this here again this season. And we want to thank the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League and the Weeks Majors organization for letting Petter Sports and streaming be a part of it, as we have been for the last several years. So thrilled and so honored to be able to do these games every year. We do not take this job for granted by any stretch of the imagination. Let me be clear about that. And we are very grateful to be able to bring these games to you and have the call of all this wonderful hockey, game in and game out. As we get ready for the start of the second period, Caleb Olton just needs a moment to get his helmet done up. There he goes. He's ready to roll. We're ready to roll. And let's get this second period going. 3-1 Weeks. And Seymour wins the face-off. And the puck is dumped down into the weak zone right away. Ford into the corner after it. He bumps Merriweather. Puck is in Ford's feet. He's able to find it there. Ford takes it behind the net. Turns, gets a pass out. Dawson tries to get a shot away. He fanned on it. Now Ford does get a shot. And Olton deflects that one up over the glass and out of play. We'll get a stoppage. Just 22 seconds gone here in the second period, excuse me. Weeks quickly making a line change, just 22 seconds into the period. They get Vora and Sears out there. And looked like Stoddard and Ford both jumped into the face-off circle a little too early, so they'll do it over again. Now it's all good. And the Weeks end up with possession. Merriweather plays it off the boards, ahead for Sears. Sears gets it out to center, but Cohen Tanner immediately sends it right back in again. Now it's back out to center. Seymour has to wait for everybody to get onside. They do. Ford with the puck now. Tries to get it to the front of the net. He does, but Sears is there to clear it away. Now Vora plays it off the boards. Down the ice. Vora chasing after it, but he doesn't get there in time. And that's going to be an icing call against the Weeks. As the Weeks not able to get their defensive pairing changed. They wanted to get Manis and Ingram out there, but Merriweather and Stoddard have to stay at least a little while longer. Now Sears moves the puck ahead, loses it right at the center ice red line as Bass Christmas will bring it in. He pokes it forward. Marshall goes to get the puck down in the left wing corner. It's taken from him by Sears. Sears goes to play it ahead for Bora. That doesn't connect. Now Stoddard will carry the puck ahead. He'll play it up to Sears, but that's going to be an offside against the Weeks, and now they do get Manis and Ingram out onto the ice, and Merriweather and Stoddard off for a change with 1:19 gone here in period number 2. Quick look at the score in the other game. The South Shore Mustangs have put one up here in the second period next door. So it's now a 2-1 scoreline there. So these two games following rather similar paths. As the Mustangs were trailing, still trailing, but not by as much as they get one on the board. The only difference is they scored early in the second, as opposed to the Rush, who scored their first goal of the game late with 1.9 seconds left late in the first. Puck cleared down the length of the ice. Going back to get it, or going in to get it rather, is Gould. He gets there first. Played back to the line. McKinnon will just send it into the right wing corner. Picked up there by Fitzgerald. But the Weeks create the turnover and they'll come out. That pass a little bit behind McKenzie. He's able to adjust and get the puck down into the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush zone. Matheson plays it ahead for Gould, but Fraser steps into him. Now McKinnon will get it down the ice. Not hard enough for an icing as Merriweather reaches it before it reaches the end line. Merriweather working his way ahead. That pass out of the reach of Manis, and that's going to be an icing going the other way. So the Weeks back into their own zone for a face-off. 2:24 gone here in period number 2. Face-off will be to the left of Caleb Olson. Cohen Tanner plays the puck off the wall. Billard tries to swing at it, but misses the puck. Now it comes out to center. Pearl couldn't get away from Cohen Tanner. Now bringing the puck across the line was Croft, but he had it knocked off his stick just after he got into the zone. It's cleared down the ice. Merriweather takes a bump from Billard, but Manis will play the puck back to Fraser. Fraser gives to Merriweather. Now around for Manis. It hops over his stick, comes all the way to Pearl, and it gets away from him. Cohen Tanner to Billard in across the blue line. Puck knocked away by the Weeks. O'Neill now looking for it. He'll play it back to Cohen Tanner. Ahead to Billard, who will deflect it down into the weak zone. O'Neill going in after it. He gets it down to McDonald. McDonald takes a bump from Manis. As they work along the end boards, McDonald will get the puck up the wall to O'Neill. Back to the line for McIsaac, who gave it back to O'Neill. Now we're going to get a penalty. And it's Ben Manis who's going to go off. And they're going to talk about it here as to what the call is going to be. Two minutes for boarding is the indication. So the Rush will get their second power play of the game. They scored on the power play when they got that goal with 1.9 seconds left in the first period. Now they get an opportunity here in the early stages of the second period. 3:41 the time of the penalty as Ben Manis goes off for the boarding. Here's Matheson to Ford, shot, save, rebound, another shot, and Olsen again gets just enough of that puck. Now we're going to get another penalty as another hit. This one is Kieran Sears. And it's again going to be a boarding penalty. So a minute and 42 seconds of 5-on-3. The Rush fans not liking that it was only a 2-minute call, but such is the way it goes. So 5-on-3 for a minute 23 and counting. Puck comes to Noah Tanner. He gives it to Seymour. Seymour back to Tanner. Down to McDonald. There's a shot. Save. Another chance for O'Neill. That one's off the post. And the Weeks are able to clear it down the length of the ice. 105 and counting in the 5-on-3. This a big chance for a huge momentum swing either way in this game. Rush could climb right back into it, or the Weeks could put a big stamp on their defense. 40 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. Here's Seymour with the puck. Working down the left wing. Stops. Now plays it back to the line. Fitzgerald in front for O'Neill. He scores! O'Neill from Fitzgerald and Seymour on the 5-on-3. And it's now 3-2 as we play in period 2. Which again leads me to remind people that in the event that there's a discrepancy between what you see on your screen as far as the scoreboard goes and what everybody on the planet knows to be the actual correct information, it's just because I haven't hit the buttons yet. So Keegan O'Neill gets his second point of the game. Fitzgerald and Seymour should get the assists. And we get confirmation that that is indeed exactly what the scoring summary is on that goal. Puck cleared down the ice right onto Coombs, who settles it there. And for Keegan O'Neill, that's his second goal, 8th point of the season, second point on the night. Here's Dawson bringing the puck in. He'll stop, play it back to Matheson. Matheson has it stolen from him by Madison. And now as we're back to 5-on-5, here comes Sears coming in. Sears with a shot. And maybe just getting a piece of him was McIsaac as Sears tried to get the shot away. Now Jordan with a shot. Save, rebound, and Sutherland couldn't get that shot on target. As I believe Coombs got a piece of that puck just before Sutherland could get the shot away. Now a long lead pass, misses everybody. That'll go down the length of the ice for an icing with 6:24 gone here in the second period, and the score now 3-2. A big power play goal, 5-on-3 for the Rush, makes it 3-2. There's a shot. Coombs gets a piece of that with his blocker, comes to the near side. Merriweather tries to get it down the boards. Bass Christmas will turn it back up the other way. Race for the puck. Dawson getting there just ahead of Sheehan. Great hustle there by Brody Dawson. Dawson pokes the puck down into the corner. Merriweather able to get it for the Weeks, avoids Ford. Now he'll work his way ahead, gets the pass over to Sutherland. Sutherland coming up the ice. Sends it off the end board. Sears gets onto the puck, tries to play it back to the line. It does get to Merriweather. As trying to knock it away there was Dawson, but couldn't clear it. Now Sutherland down in the corner, plays it to Vora near side. Vora back to the point to Sheehan, right back down to Vora again. He sets it up for Sears, over for Sutherland. There's a shot, save, and the rebound cleared away by Ford. Puck sent out to center. Sheehan will get it back in across the line. McKinnon goes D-to-D with that for his partner Murphy. Murphy gets to the head, but Dawson can't get the pass as Merriweather was there to break that up. 12:25 to go, second period. McKenzie gives the puck to Campbell. Battle along the near side wall. Cream trying to get it towards the middle of the ice. He can't. Puck comes to Sheehan. He'll play it down. Murphy gets to it behind his own net. Ends up having the puck hop over his stick. And now pinching in from the point is O'Coin. He can't get it under control, and Robitaille comes out. Robitaille for Dawson. Dawson looking to get it to Marshall, but Robitaille ended up redirecting it instead. And maybe if he had waited and let that puck get through for Marshall, it might have been a better opportunity for the Rush. But I think he wasn't quite sure where Marshall was, so Robitaille made what was in his mind the right play. Croft ends up losing his footing down in the corner. Cohen Tanner not able to clear the zone as it's held in. Now the puck sent down just past Fraser. Gould gets a shot away, but O'Coin gets just enough of that puck to send it wide. Now a shot was going to go high, but not taking any chances is Caleb Olton, and he'll hang on for a face-off with 8:53 gone here in the second period. Face-off to the right of the Weeks netminder. Puck comes up to Fraser. He can't clear the zone as Billard intercepts the pass. O'Neill in the corner, tries a sharp angle shot. It hits Olton and then comes to the near wall. Now Cohen Tanner plays it down. Comes to Noah Tanner. That shot into the end glass. Now tried to get it back down low was Malcolm McDonald, but it's Manis getting onto that puck. He'll play it ahead. Noah Tanner turns it back up the other way, just out of the reach of Manis down the ice. No, Manis was close enough to it, says the linesperson, so no icing. Now it's back behind the net. Ingram gets it ahead to Fraser. Fraser able to chip it just past Cohen Tanner. Noah Tanner back to get it. He'll play it up for O'Neill. O'Neill gives to Cohen Tanner. Now Jordan steals it from him, gets the pass ahead to Pearl. Pearl finds Fraser. Here's Fraser coming in. Fraser with a shot. He scores! Ethan Fraser reclaims the 2-goal lead for the Weeks as he's able to get one glove side past Jonathan Coombs, and it's now 4-2 with 10:10 left to go in the second period. For Ethan Fraser, that will be goal number 2, point number 3 on the season. Ben Pearl will get an assist, and the second assist, I believe, will go to Jordan. So they don't give the second assist on that one. I thought perhaps there might be a second assist to Chris Jordan, but it is just Ethan Fraser's second goal, third point of the season from Ben Pearl at 9:50 to reclaim the 2-goal lead for the Weeks Majors. It's now 4-2. Steel Subaru also reclaiming a 2-goal lead as Aidan O'Donnell has scored to make it 3-1 in that game. So again, our games kind of paralleling each other here. Here's Manis bringing the puck in. Fans on a shot attempt, gets the puck back, sends it towards the net. That's broken up by McIsaac. McIsaac sends it out to center. Sheehan can't get the puck settled, and here comes the Rush. Pass intended for Ford, but Sheehan back checking and recovering nicely to deny that pass for Brody Ford. Now here's Bora with the puck. Try to get it through for Sutherland. McIsaac denied that pass. Now McIsaac gets the puck out of the corner, flips it ahead. Fitzgerald will get it out to center. Sheehan back to get it. He'll play it forward, and it's picked up by Sears. Here comes Kieran Sears in across the line. Drop pass for Bora. Bora to the front of the net, but not able to get that all the way through as Coombs steered it aside. Now Gould to McKinnon. Back to Gould. and Sheehan did just enough to disrupt Gould as he tried to take that pass. Now Fitzgerald at the far wall. Gets the puck to Matheson. Matheson takes it behind the net, tries to do the Michigan, but lost the puck in the process. Plays it back to the line, McKinnon, there's a shot, and Olton will hang on for a save. 8:15 remaining, second period. Right idea by Matheson there if you can make it work, but unfortunately for him, he couldn't quite get that puck to stay on his stick as he tried the Michigan. Now the puck ends up in the Weeks bench, so we'll get another stoppage. And the face-off will be just outside the Weeks blue line in front of the Rush bench with 8:09 left to go here, second period. 4-2 for the Weeks as they look to get their second win of the season. That's going to be an icing call against the Rush as the puck is cleared down the length of the ice. Atlantic Hockey Online through AO Live will be your home for the Atlantic Championship Tournament for the U18 level. Hosted by Steel Subaru coming up this spring, which will also determine who will represent the Atlantic region at the U18 Club Championship for Hockey Canada, which will be hosted by the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Rush were supposed to host back in 2020, but then that got completely canceled by COVID. They were supposed to host in 2021, but that got moved to Okotoks. They played in Okotoks as the host team. There's a shot that goes wide. In 2022, no, 22 it was in Okotoks. 21, can't remember where it ended up in 21. 22 it was in Okotoks, but the Rush played as the host team. Then in last year it was in St. Hyacinthe, Quebec, and this year finally Member 2 Sports and Wellness Center gets its chance to host. And having done events at that facility, having called games at that facility before, it is a fantastic rink to watch a hockey game, and it is a fantastic community to put together an event, and we know they're going to do a great job. Meanwhile here, 6:30 left to go in the second period. Weeks leading it 4-2. Cohen Tanner sends the puck down. It goes around the boards. McDonald will play it back to the line for Noah. Noah Tanner with the shot. That goes wide. Puck comes all the way back up to Cohen Tanner. He sends it back down the boards. Picked up there by Croft. He'll get it to the line and out. Basque Christmas picks it up. He'll play it across to Billard. Billard can't get around Ingram. And now Pearl with the puck. His pass knocked down by Billard, and then it is up off the glass and down the length of the ice. Basque Christmas back to get it. His pass, Stoddard tried to get a stick on it, but couldn't get in the way. And now it's down into the weak zone with 5:40 remaining, second period. Green gets tripped up by McDonald, but the puck is worked out. Stoddard nearly went awkwardly into the boards right in front of the Rush bench. Madison gets the puck over to Green with a good chance, but a nice save made there by Jonathan Coombs. Nice connection there between Stoddard and Green. Green with an opportunity on the finish, but couldn't quite get it tucked underneath Jonathan Coombs. And so the score remains 4-2 with 5 and a bit minutes left to go here in the third period. Puck gets to the line, and now it's brought out by Seymour. Tyler Seymour with some speed tries to get around Merriweather. Merriweather ends up hauling him down. And they're going to call a holding against Matt Merriweather with 5:02 remaining. So after 2 power play goals already for the Rush here this evening, they'll get their 4th chance on the power play. They are 2 for 3 so far. Matt Merriweather off for holding here with 5:02 to go. Of course, the Weeks have also scored on their only power play of the night so far. So you put it all together, power play units so far are 3 for 4. Here's Noah Tanner. He shoots and scores, and power play units are now 4 for 5 here tonight. Noah Tanner with the goal, and it's 4-3. Third power play goal of the game for the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. This one coming at 15:18 of the second period and pulls them to within 1. And for Noah Tanner, that is his second goal, 4th point of the season. Puck is up into the Weeks bench, and it will come back into the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush zone. Noah Tanner, his second goal, 4th point of the season. Tyler Seymour gets his 3rd assist of the game. Braylon Fitzgerald with his 2nd assist of the game. And now here's Fitzgerald coming in alone. Fitzgerald with a chance. Olsen the save. But then Ben Manis nearly put it into his own net. Oh. Olsen made a brilliant save and then tried to throw the puck back out. It hit Ben Manis and then nearly went in past Olsen on that one. Caleb Olsen shaking his head now like he can't believe that nearly happened. As we were that close to a tie hockey game, which of course it, and there it is! Because of course a game on this sheet of ice would be tied late in the second period. All 4 games on this sheet of ice today have been tied in the late stages of the second period, to the point where the 3 previous ones have ended the second period all tied. And we are less than 4 minutes away from that happening again. Brody Dawson with that goal. From Billard. So Brody Dawson gets the goal that makes it 4-4. And for Dawson, that's his 3rd goal, 7th point of the year. There's a chance! And Olsen just able to keep that puck away. So again, that goal, Brody Dawson, his 3rd goal, 7th point, assisted by Xander Billard at 15:59 to tie up this game at 4 apiece. And we're now 3:24 away from being tied at the end of the second period for the 4th straight time on this sheet of ice today. Anybody tries to tell you that there's a shot and Olsen had to be sharp on that save. Anybody tells you that there isn't parity in the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League, just show them the score lines from today's games and you can tell them that they don't know what they are talking about. Bass Christmas tries to get it to Robitaille. Robitaille can't get the shot through. Yes, there are some teams who have more skill than other teams. But every single one of these games so far today has been right down to the wire. Here's Green coming in. Green tries to tuck it around, but a great save made yet again by Jonathan Coombs. Now the puck comes up the boards. Merriweather can't get onto it. Green just holds it onside. Green in front for Madison, but the puck rolls just too far off of his stick as he couldn't tuck it around Coombs. Now the puck comes to Merriweather, another shot, and Coombs will glove that down and hang on for a face-off. 2:24 remaining second period. Because of course we're tied late in the second period. That's all we've had in this sheet of ice. 4 games, all 4 of them. There's a shot and a save made by Coombs yet again. 3 previous games, 3-3 after 2, 2-2 after 2, 4-4 after 2. Right now we're 2 minutes and 20 seconds away from being 4-4 after 2 yet again. Power plays the story of this game as what a save by Caleb Olton as he's able to stick out the toe and make the save there on, I believe it was Billard. I can't say for sure if it was Billard or O'Neill. Either way, it was a brilliant save. Now here comes Croft. Brady Croft has Fraser with him. Croft shoots. Save made. Puck is still loose. And now it'll come to McDonald, and McDonald will clear it ahead and out to center. Pearl plays it back to Stoddart. 1:44 to go in the second. Stoddart dumps it in. Cohen Tanner plays it around to Noah. Noah Tanner looking to move his way ahead. Now he does get the puck forward, just out of the reach of Billard. That will not be an icing, as Manis goes back and picks up 85 seconds left in the period. Pass ahead. McKenzie sends it down low. Murphy will pick up for the rush. Murphy to Fitzgerald. Out to center. Manis there. He'll dump it back in. Right onto the goaltender Coombs, who sets it aside for Noah Tanner. Played around. Matheson lets it get out to center. Up for Gould. Here comes Gould. Gould trying to get by McKenzie. Gould, drop pass for Matheson. Matheson fans on a shot. Fitzgerald follows up, puts it off the post. Matheson with the puck again. He gets it to the near side for McKinnon. McKinnon tries to play it down. Pearl gets it to the line. Matheson holds it in. Now it'll be brought out. As coming out with it is Campbell. Campbell with the shot. And the save made there. What a sequence of events. 35.1 seconds remaining in the second period. 4-4 the tie. Next door, Steel Subaru leads 3-1. That game has reached its second intermission. As Vora and Marshall both trying to sneak into the circle a little bit too much. They get pushed back. Now the draw is made, and here comes Ford. Brody Ford with the shot. He puts it just wide of the net. 22 seconds left in the period. Sears gets it ahead to Vora. Here's Ryan Vora working his way down the left wing side. Sends the puck down low into the right wing corner. Sutherland gives to Sears to the front of the net, but able to find it and cover it up is Jonathan Coombs. .5 seconds separating us from our 4th consecutive tie game after 40 minutes of play. If you were to pick any random day in the NHL, shots on goal in the second period, by the Rush 13, a 2-period total of 23. By the Weeks 11, a 2-period total of 20. If you were to pick a random day in the NHL where there were 8 games played, would you find any random day in the NHL with 8 games played that 4 of them were tied after the second period? You would be hard-pressed to find that. But that is what we've had, not just 4 games tied after the second period on the same day, 4 games tied after the second period on the same sheet of ice here today at the 2023 Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend. This has been incredible hockey, and we still have 20 minutes left. But before we get to that final 20 minutes, we need to take a break. Shots on goal, as mentioned, 23-20 overall. But the scoreline, as it's been every other game here on this sheet of ice, is tied after 40 minutes. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the third. Coming up shortly, you are watching the Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend from the Pictou County Wellness Center here on Petter Sports and Streaming through Atlantic Hockey Online, a division of AO Live. Welcome back as we get ready for the final period of the day from the main Sobeys Arena here at the Pictou County Wellness Center. For the fourth game of the day, we have a 20-minute hockey game left. Every game on this sheet of ice has been tied after 40 minutes. I have done nearly 1,100 games in my career. I don't remember ever, at any level, at any time, having 4 games in a row tied after 20 minutes. This has been some of the most entertaining hockey, bar none, that I have ever had the pleasure to call. I've had some spectacular moments that I've been able to be a part of in my career, calling fantastic events. But the hockey that we have seen today, 4 games, all tied after 40 minutes, this has been the most entertaining hockey I think I've ever seen. And like I said, not all of the games that I've ever called have been hockey, but out of the nearly 1,100 games that I've called, I'd say close to 900 of them have been hockey games, and these 4 have been some of the best. Dawson can't get by Stoddard. McIsaac gets his hands up into the face of Green as he delivers that hit. Now with the puck, here comes some speed from Ford. Ford in across the line, tries to get the puck to O'Neill. That pass a little bit out of his reach. O'Neill has to chase it down at the end boards. Tried to get it through to Dawson. That doesn't connect, and now out comes Vora. Ryan Vora gets the puck towards the net. It goes all the way into the near side corner. Now Green will play it, that was Sears, tried to play it back to the line. And it ends up coming out to center ice. Vora will play it across to Manis. Manis dumps it in. Comes off the end boards. And Coombs not taking any chances. Slowing things down a little bit here with 18:33 left to go in the third period. This has been, like I say, some incredible hockey we've had here today. It just shows that this league has some amazing talent on all 8 of its rosters. Noah Tanner with a shot from the line. That gets deflected into the corner. Sears gets the puck to Sutherland. Sutherland will flip it in right on to Coombs. Oh, that's a surprise. Caleb Olton comes out and Colby Brown goes in for the third period after Olton stopped 19 of 23 shots through the first 2 periods. Colby Brown now in there. Fitzgerald will dump it in. Brown plays the puck. Tanner sends it behind the net. Merriweather will get to it in the far corner. Merriweather tries to play it ahead. That's knocked down by Matheson. Matheson for Fitzgerald. There's a shot that goes wide. Now Matheson gets it out front for Gould. He can't get his shot through all the traffic. And now bringing the puck out. Cream got it to McKenzie, who sends it down. And we'll tell you that Colby Brown, who played in the game earlier today, now has, there's his numbers, here we go, has a 4.10 goals against average and an .844 save percentage after the loss earlier today against South Shore. Fitzgerald throws the puck back for Matheson, but he was tied up by Fraser, and here comes Ethan Fraser, who has one of the 4 goals for the Weeks here this evening. Long lead pass for Walker. Walker does get a piece of the puck, but doesn't get control of it. And now Stoddart will lead the rush the other way for the Weeks. Lost the puck. Pass ahead to Walker. Walker has a man heading towards the net. Drops it back to Marshall. Marshall with the shot, as trying to get the screen there was Robitaille. Now Walker behind the net, plays it to Robitaille in the near corner. Robitaille back to the line for McIsaac. McIsaac trips and falls as he gets the shot away. Walker to Marshall. Marshall ends up, I think Marshall thought he was closer to the actual front of the net than he was. Now Robitaille at the end boards. Takes the puck into the right wing corner, comes up the right wing wall. Now plays it back to the line. There's a shot from Bass Christmas. Save made, second chance, and that'll be cleared away. Fraser gets it as far as the line. Bass Christmas holds it in. Now right in front, there's a chance for Marshall, and Brown just able to knock the puck off of Marshall's stick. Nearly 4.5 minutes gone here, third period, tied up at 4. Stoddart, that pass doesn't connect with Croft. The puck will go the length of the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Weeks. And I believe we've had a couple of goals in the third period already next door. Tucker Mackinnon with one, Blake Manders with the other. So it's now 5-1 for Steel Subaru. And that game starting to become the first game that's not going to go down to the final few minutes necessarily. Of course, the South Shore Mustangs will likely have something to say about that. Here's Seymour with the puck. Drops off for Dawson. Dawson's shot. And Brown deflects that up over the glass and out of play. And we'll get a stoppage. Like, you look at the results so far today. Not going to throw out names, just going to throw out scores. 5-4, 3-1, 4-2, 4-3, 6-4, 3-1. Highest margin of victory in the first 6 games today has been 2 goals. In this game, we're tied with 14.5 minutes left. The game next door, the first game, that's really looking like it could be a little bit more one-sided, but 7 out of 8 games on the opening day. There's Seymour with a chance, and Brown just gets a piece of it. Puck is poked away from Ford. That'll allow Green to work his way up the ice. Green tries to get it across for Madison. Now Cohen Tanner will start to carry it ahead. He'll dump it down. Brown out of his net. Plays it beyond O'Neill, and it's picked up by Merriweather, but he loses it to McDonald. Now Manis behind his own net. He'll play it back around to the far corner. Merriweather pokes it forward, and it's all the way out to center, picked up by Noah Tanner. He'll play it ahead. Sheehan gets it for the Weeks in his own zone. Quick pass for Sears. He loses the puck, and Billard will get it back in deep. 6.5 gone in the third. O'Neill in the corner for the rush. Sends it behind the net. McDonald has his lane cut off by Merriweather, and Merriweather able to find Sheehan. Sheehan now gets the puck ahead. Here comes Sutherland. Sutherland takes a bump from Noah Tanner, and that was a big play there by Tanner to deny Sutherland from a clear lane to the net. Now Sheehan at the line. He'll fire a shot. That goes wide. Comes off the end boards. McDonald gets to the puck. Can't clear it as Sheehan knocks it down. Another shot. And that's steered aside by Coombs. Vora in the corner. Takes a bump from Noah Tanner. Coming over to help out is Sears. Sears tries to come away from the wall. Loses the puck to O'Neill. O'Neill now plays it off the glass and out to center. Sears gets it back to Sheehan. Over for Sears again. Sears and Vora come across the line. Sears gives to Vora. Bora stops along the wall, tries to get it back to Stoddard. It does get through. His shot is blocked. And now the puck comes to the line. Cream, his shot, kicked aside by Coombs. To the line, not out, held in by O'Coin as O'Coin got in front of it. Now here's Cohen Tanner. Comes out from behind his own net. Has to circle back as Cream had his angle cut off. Cohen feeds it to Noah as the two Tanners continue to work together. Now it's played ahead to Gould, who gets it down into the weak zone. 8 minutes gone here, third period. O'Coin around for Cream. Cream gets it out to center. And it's played right back in to the weak zone. McKenzie now ahead for Campbell. Campbell avoids a hit from McIsaac. Campbell gets it over. There's a shot. They score! Keenan Cream and the Weeks reclaim the lead. And I know a couple of people over in Truro who will be very happy to see that goal. Had the pleasure of meeting Keenan's grandparents earlier today. A couple of lovely people. So nice to meet them. And now their grandson with a big goal at 8:15 of the third period gives the Weeks back the lead. It's 5-4. For Keenan Cream, that is goal number 4 and point number 4 of the season. Campbell gets an assist, and it turns out it's the only assist on the goal. So Keenan Cream's fourth goal, fourth point, assisted by Jacob Campbell at 4:15 of the third period, puts the Weeks out in front 5-4. Pearl loses the puck to Robitaille. Robitaille coming in. Takes it behind the net. Comes out the near side. Robitaille ends up losing the puck. Manis gets it out to center. Marshall tried to slow up enough to let Walker get out, but he doesn't. And now we get some tangling between Marshall and who was that he was tangled up with? Manis? Yes, it was Ben Manis. No harm, no foul, no penalties. With 10:44 left in the third period. Seymour and Croft to take the draw, but Dawson and Pearl, a little bit of jousting before that can happen. They settle down, and now play is able to resume. Here's Noah Tanner. He'll play the puck ahead. It goes off the skate of the linesman. That allows Merriweather to pick up. His shot is blocked by Tanner. And then the two number 6s, Bass Christmas and Fraser into the corner. Pearl in there as well. Now it goes around to the far side, and Noah Tanner will pick up. He loses his footing as he tried to clear the zone. The puck does come out, and Merriweather able to dump it back in as Noah Tanner just simply lost an edge. Nobody was around him to cause him to fall there. Here's Ethan Fraser with the puck. He'll get it in across the line. Bass Christmas plays it back out to center. Sheehan intercepts that one before it can get all the way to Dawson. Now it's dumped down. And McKinnon in his own zone trying to get away from the pressure of Bora. Puck comes to the line, held in by Merriweather. His shot, Pearl with the deflection, but Pearl's redirect ends up going up over the glass and out of play. And so we'll get a stoppage with 9:50 left to go in the third period. Weeks looking for their second win of the season. Here's Billard with the puck. He'll bring it in across to McDonald. McDonald with the shot, the save made. And Brown will hang on for a face-off with 9:38 left. Now, let me be clear about a couple of things. There are teams in this league that have more talent than others. You look at the Halifax McDonald's, they are a talent-laden team. You look at Steel Subaru, they are a talent-laden team. But in this. There's a shot, save made. Puck is still loose. They continue to jam at it. It goes over the net. Now in behind the net, Billard with it. He ends up getting it to McDonald. McDonald back to the line to Murphy. He gives back to McDonald. McDonald with a shot and trying to get a deflection on with Billard. Then it comes off the end boards. Now it gets to the line again. McKinnon will play it down low as the Rush throwing everything, including a kitchen sink at the Weeks here. McKinnon, his shot gets through. Brown makes the save and steers it over to the far corner. McDonald gets absolutely mauled there by Jordan. Chris Jordan getting away with one there as he absolutely mauled Malcolm McDonald. Battle along the near side wall. Green gets it over. Out with it is Stoddard. He'll send it down deep into the Rush zone. Now here's Cohen Tanner. He'll start to work it ahead. His pass intended for Fitzgerald. Broken up. Bora brings it back in. Bora gets around Noah Tanner. Bora gets it across to Sutherland, but Sutherland puts it into the end glass. Ryland Sutherland with a chance to give the Weeks back a 2-goal lead, but he put it into the glass. There's a shot by Sears. Partially blocked by Tanner and then saved by Coombs. Sears takes it behind the net into the right wing corner. Tries to get it to the front of the net. That pass is knocked down. Sears gets it back again. Now we'll play it to the line to Manis. Manis steps in. That shot is blocked. And Noah Tanner will get it ahead. And McDonald sends it the rest of the way down the ice. Not hard enough for an icing. Ingram back to get it. He gets away from Fitzgerald. Ingram now trying to get away from Matheson. But Noah Tanner, or Cohen Tanner, excuse me, sends it back out to center. Now it's dumped back in again. Race to get on that puck. Sutherland gets there first. Throws it at the net. And that's steered away by Coombs. 7.5 minutes left to go here, third period. Puck played ahead. It bounces over the stick of Manis down into the corner. Fitzgerald in there battling with Manis. Puck comes free to Sears. He'll play it over to Sutherland. Sutherland can't get it by Bass Christmas. Bass Christmas plays it off the wall. Now centering pass for Fitzgerald. There's a shot and Brown makes the save. Another chance. That shot doesn't get through Ingram. Now we got a delayed penalty coming up against the Weeks. McIsaac with the puck. He fires a shot. And that's blocked by Ingram right off the knee. And Ingram is down. Slow to get up. Now he gets a piece of that puck. Doesn't get enough of it that the referee blows it down. Now finally they do. And cross-checking is the call. Looks like Ben Manis is going to go off. And now a chance for a fourth power play goal for the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. They are 3 for 4 with the man advantage so far already tonight. Weeks are 1 for 1. This a big power play for Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. A big penalty kill for the Weeks Majors. Puck comes to the front. There's a chance. And Brown able to make the save and hang on. As I was saying a few moments ago, there might be teams that have more talent than others in this league. But when you put heart and dedication and effort, like we've seen from some of these teams here today, you are going to get fantastic hockey games every single time. There's a shot. That one goes wide. Puck comes to Fitzgerald. He's able to hold it in at the line. Now Bora able to pick up the puck. Bora trying to get a step on Seymour. Gives the puck to Jordan. Jordan can't get through as he got by one player but couldn't get by the next two. Now Seymour coming the other way. Here's Seymour. Drops it off for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald to O'Neill. That pass a little bit out of his reach. O'Neill could only deflect it. Now looking to get it out of the zone is Ingram. Ingram will play it down the length of the ice. 1:08 left to go in the penalty. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. Dawson has to take that one off of his skate. Has to bring it all the way back to the end boards. Sears looks to steal it from him. He did get a hold of it momentarily, but now Bass Christmas gets it. He'll play it out to center. Stoddard picks up and dumps it right back into the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush zone. 45 seconds left in the penalty. Now in there forechecking is Madison. McIsaac able to get the puck up to Matheson. Matheson will bring it in across the blue line. Matheson still with it, tries to get a backhander away. But Merriweather able to get his stick in the line of fire on that one. And it's sent rocking down the ice. Once again, 22 seconds left in the penalty. Bass Christmas will play it to the near side to McIsaac. McIsaac gets it ahead to Matheson and across the line. Matheson drops it to Dawson. Dawson with the shot. That's blocked by Madison. He can't get by Bass Christmas. Now Stoddart will get it out and down the ice. The penalty comes to an end. We're back to 5-on-5 and we're under 5 minutes left to go here in a 1-goal game. Ford loses the puck. Madison will send it in deep. Back to get it is McKinnon. McKinnon will play it around the boards to the near side. Ingram sends it back down low. McKinnon gets it ahead and that'll come out to center. Race to get to the puck. Ingram able to take the lane away from Dawson. Now Ingram will take it behind his own net and come out with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. Gets the pass across to Cream. Keenan Cream, who has the goal that right now stands as the difference, fires the shot. The save made by Coombs, and he will hang on for a face-off. We look at the score next door. It's still 5-1. They're getting into the late stages there. About 2:05 left to go, it looks like, in the third period there. So, like I said, 1 game out of 8 that isn't coming down to the wire. Even those 2-goal games were anybody's game right into the final minute or two. As they battle along the far boards, we're down under 4 minutes left. Sears will send it back in deep. Bass Christmas gets to it. He takes a bump at the end wall from Vora. Bass Christmas gets his pass intercepted by Ingram. Puck is back on the stick of Bass Christmas, but he loses it to Vora. Vora takes a bump from Gould, but he's able to work his way out from that corner to Ingram. Over to Manis. Manis steps in. His shot is blocked. Puck is in front of the net. Sutherland with a chance. And a save made once again by Jonathan Coombs. 3:26 left to go in this absolutely thrilling hockey game here today. Sometimes you just run out of the words to describe how amazing the product that you're looking at is. And the product that we have seen on the ice today in all 4 of these games, this one right now in particular has just been absolutely phenomenal. Sheehan back into his own zone, plays it around to the far side. Up to Fraser, he gets it out to center. Murphy gets it to Walker. Walker will send it down into the Week's end. Out of his net to play it. Brown gets it over to Merriweather. Here comes Merriweather. 2.5 minutes left to go, third period. Pearl into the left wing corner after the puck. Pearl gets a shot away, and Coombs steers that over to the far side. Manis out at center ice. Now back with it is Seymour. Gets the puck. He'll play it across to Robitaille. He gets it ahead to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald deflects it just in across the line. Now Seymour plays it over to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald backhand shot into the bench for an extra attacker is Jonathan Coombs. 6-on-5 with 1:48 left to go. Coming out to center ice, Madison. He looks for the empty net. He finds it. And the Weeks go ahead 6-4 with 1:39 left to go. Sam Madison will get the goal. Will it be enough? The way games in this tournament have gone, or not tournament, but this day have gone, you can't say for sure. But for Sam Madison, his second goal and 6th point of the season might be all the insurance that the week's majors need. But here comes McDonald. McDonald's pass goes behind his intended target. Now 80 seconds left to go. That's all the Weeks have to hold on for their second win of the season. Here's McKenzie. He'll come out with the puck. Gets it over to Madison. Madison scored the empty netter just a minute ago. Gets the shot away, and Coombs makes the save. Madison's goal unassisted with 70 seconds remaining, or his goal came with 99 seconds remaining. Now there are 70 seconds left as the Weeks look to improve to 2-7-2 on the season. They led at one point 3-1. It became 3-2, they made it 4-2. Then it became 4-3, then 4-4. Then early in the period, then with 8:15 gone in the period, they made it 5-4. And now the empty netter makes it 6-4. Sears with a shot there. Sears gets the puck back again, 45 seconds left. Ingram will hold the puck in, get it back down to Sutherland. Sutherland has it knocked away from him by Bass Christmas into the corner. Puck comes out front for Vora. He shoots and scores! And that will make it a 3-goal game, but this is not a 3-goal game. Ryan Vora, though, adds that little bit of extra insurance, and now we can safely say that the Weeks will get their second win of the season. Ryan Vora adding that little bit of extra insurance for the Weeks Majors with 33.5 seconds left in the period. That's Vora's third point in this game. It's his first goal and 8th point on the season. Sutherland and Sears with the assists on that goal. So again, Ryan Vora, his first goal, 8th point of the season, assisted by Ryland Sutherland and Kieran Sears at 19:43, or sorry, at 19:17 of the third period. Now just 13 seconds left. This goal will show up in the scoreline as a 7-4 victory, but it was really much closer than that, as we get a little bit of unpleasantness after the final horn, but that will not be a major issue as cooler heads quickly prevail. Final shots end up even at 32-32. Weeks with 12 shots in the third period. Sydney Mitsubishi Rush with 9 shots in that third. But the Weeks get the victory. Sydney Mitsubishi Rush, a great effort. Weeks Majors get their second win of the season, 7-4 over the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. That's going to do it for day number 1 here at the 2023 Nova Scotia Under-18 Major Hockey League Showcase Weekend. We'll be back with you at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Until then, this is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Final score one last time. Weeks with a big 7-4 victory over the Sydney Mitsubishi Rush. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night.